All right, we are talking procrastination in a second, but first of all, the speed of life demands a new way of thinking these days. And in his new book, local author Tony Jeary outlines how strategic acceleration can help you become successful. Tony has personally coached the presidents of Walmart, Firestone, Samsung, which is really wild. Thank you for coming by tonight.
You bet.
But what does strategic acceleration really mean, and how do we use it to help us become successful?
You know, most people want to get more results today, right?
Right.
Life's fast, and so we put this book out to help people get really clear on where they're going, both personally or if they're a leader, how to get focused to be able to deal with procrastination, deal with all these different things that come at them, and to be able to execute, to be able to get better results.
So you said clarity, focus, execution. Okay, then let's move on to procrastination.
Okay,
then, because you talk about positive and negative procrastination.
Everybody
usually it's
procrastinates,
always negative, but yeah, everybody, we all need deadlines.
Right, now check this out. Everybody procrastinates, but some procrastination's good. And what we talk about in the book, and I believe it's chapter number 7, we talk about good procrastination. Sometimes you have a legitimate reason to kind of think about when's a better time, if you will, to answer or respond.
Okay.
So it's a good time to put things off.
Okay.
Or you may want your subconscious to think about things, for example, and maybe respond later. So there are good times or good ways to procrastinate, but most people procrastinate badly.
Okay, so here we are looking at the positive times, when you're unclear, when you need more information, when the timing's wrong, when you're stressed. Let's move on to when it's not good, which is like normally the kids waiting till the last minute to write their papers, and mom's typing them in the morning before school. Okay, so... but for adults, putting it off because it's difficult or you fear it, pushing phone calls to tomorrow. I mean, I can't even picture you telling executives this kind of stuff, but you probably do. Everybody does this, right?
You know, we coach a lot of top people. Everybody procrastinates, and what you want to do is manage procrastination. Sometimes it's good, most of the time it's bad. You want to think through what causes you to procrastinate, and usually it has to do with how you think, your self-talk. So you say, I'll do it tomorrow, and you may not have a good reason for doing it. Or you may say, I want things to be perfect. So you put it off until things are perfect. But we talk about in the book a concept called production before perfection, how to really get things going and then shape it as you go, not put it off.
Okay, and finally, I've got to go back to vision, clarity.
Okay. Yes.
How important is that? Because a lot of us would love to make $1 million or love to just get a job at this point. How do we use that tonight? How do we change our lives tonight?
So many people are fuzzy on what they really, really want. And in the book, we talk about really being clear on what you want. And there's a pulling power that happens if you're clear on what you want. So whether you're a leader or an individual, get clear on what you really, really want.
Okay, and there's a pulling power that happens.
That's right.
For more on Tony's book, again, it's Strategic Acceleration, or a link to his website, you can go to TXA21TV.com. We've got a couple of really cool links on there. Chris, take it away.